Hi everybody, it's Kelly from Michigan. I hope that you are all enjoying this class. I know I sure am. I've learned a lot of new concepts that I know with practice I can incorporate into my everyday life. Now, the last time I posted, I shared with you some things about myself that I enjoy doing in my leisure time. So this time I wanted to share some different things. One thing that all of these things have in common is that they are activities that I have added to my life just in the past couple of years. So let's start with the sewing machine. Probably about a year before I started Eastern Gateway Community College, I was feeling kind of bored and restless and needed to learn something new. The local ISD was offering some sewing classes in the evening, so I signed up. I found it to be much more challenging than I expected it to. However, I also enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. That whole process of creating something new from start to finish was a lot of fun. Learning how to sew a straight stitch, that's a little more challenging, but I keep going at it. Most of the time I only get to sew when school is on break now. And this past Christmas, actually, I made my grandchildren nap mats, the kind with the slip-on covers and the 4 pillows in them. That way the covers can be washed and kept clean. The parents loved them, the kids loved them, and it was the first time I ever made homemade Christmas presents. So that was a lot of fun for me. I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned that I loved all things science fiction in my previous post. And you see here that I have a Star Wars travel pillow. Well, the travel pillow is exactly that. It's my travel pillow. This past January, our family took our first extended family vacation to Florida. That means it was not only my husband, my kids, and I, it was also their spouses and their children. We spent a week hanging out on the beach in Hollywood, Florida, and we just had a great time together. So in anticipation of that, my son bought me this pillow for Christmas this past year. Our hope is to make these January trips an annual event, and we've already kind of started planning for the next one. The next thing I wanted to share with you is just this little pen. Now, what I learned when I started my classes was not only do you have to do a lot of papers, it means a lot of writing, but I learned that the process of writing was very enjoyable to me. And when I say the process of writing, I mean literally uncapping that pen and putting it to paper. There's something about that process of forming the letters and the words and the sentences with a pen rather than on a keyboard that causes my mind to have to slow down, be in the moment, think about what you're doing, and it tends to create an atmosphere where I can organize my thoughts and express them more fully. So I really enjoy that. I think that I have been typing for so many years that it's so automatic that I don't often slow down for my thoughts to catch up with my fingers or vice versa. So that's something I've learned about myself just in this past year. So those are some things about me. I look forward to watching more of your videos. I've watched a couple already. And mostly, I do look forward to the feedback that you have for me for this video. Thank you very much, everyone, and I hope you have a happy Easter. Bye-bye.